Here's a wild truth. The bedroom was a battlefield in ancient Rome. Emperors fought for power in private rooms. Power games weren't only on the Senate floor. The stories get twisted, sometimes shocking, because they were meant to. Let's pull back the curtain, get the gasp out of the way, and then add context. When people say Roman emperor, they think laurel crowns, legions. But behind closed doors, these rulers used desire, marriage, spectacle as political weapons, and the world wrote them down as legends. Sometimes to praise, sometimes to destroy. Take Caligula. Ancient writers paint him as staging intimate acts in public, humiliating elites to remind everyone who was in charge. Whether every claim is true or not, the message is clear. Power in Rome wasn't just swords and laws, it was also theater. Nero? He turned scandal into statecraft. He publicly married a male partner and later staged a lavish ceremony with a court favorite after having them altered to resemble a bride. To some Romans, this was decadence. To Nero, it was branding, defining the empire around his whims. Then there's Elagabalus, who shattered norms, married multiple times, and openly defied Rome's expectations of gender and ritual. The sources slam him as chaotic. But sift through the outrage, you see an emperor using identity and intimacy to challenge the old guard. Most of what we know comes from Suetonius, Tacitus, and Cassius Dio, elite authors with axes to grind. They're spicy details, they sell books, sway politics, and survive for centuries. So yes, the stories shock, but the shock is the point. So what do we do with the twisted sex lives of Rome's emperors? Use them as a lens. They show how the ancient world policed gender, punished nonconformity, and turned private behavior into public propaganda. And they remind us that character assassination is old, older than the empire itself. If you felt the scandal, good. Now remember the context. In Rome, intimacy was never just intimacy. It was currency, performance, and sometimes an emperor's downfall. Thanks for watching. If you want more history stripped of the myths and the moral panic, stick around.